Hello everybody, how are you today? My name is Rafa and we are going to talk about simple present. Simple present. So everybody has questions about the simple present. What it is? What is its purpose? Well, the simple present is used for expressing things about routines. No? What we do every day. For example, I will tell you my own routine. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I go to the gym. Then I take a shower. Then I put on my clothes. And after that, I go to the school. This is more or less what I do every day, every single day. But we have to take a look to our structure and some points that we have to know about the simple present. Take a look. We are going to take a look for some points that we must consider. If we are using I, you, we, or they, the verbs are going to be simple. I wrote here, wake up. I wrote, take a shower. And I wrote, have breakfast. So I can say, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And they wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. No problem. The verb won't change. Stays the same, right? We have breakfast. You have breakfast. They have breakfast. I have breakfast. The verb won't change if we are using I, you, we, they. But if we use third person, he, she, or it, the verb needs to have is or es. And how is that? Right? For example, you can say he wakes up at 4 o'clock. He wakes up at 4 o'clock a.m. I need to consider my S because I am talking about in affirmative form, right? Mary, I can use Mary or I can say she, right? Mary takes a shower every day. Mary takes a shower every day. In the case of have, right? The verb needs to change a little bit more. You say, Robert has breakfast in the morning. Robert has breakfast in the morning. He has breakfast in the morning. And I can use go. I go, you go, we go, they go to the cinema, or they go to work, or they go to Acapulco. It depends of their routine, right? But in third person, if my verb finishes with a vowel that in this case is O, I need to add ES. So, John goes to work. Every single time you use he, she, I need to add the S. He, she, it plus S or ES. Now, how you are going to know when it is S or ES? Easy. If your verb finishes with CH, you need to use ES. If your verb finishes with sh, it's going to be with es. If your verb finishes with a vowel, no, vowels are a, e, I, o, u. A, E, I, O, U. We need to say es. So watches, washes, goes. Right? Watches, washes, goes. Only in affirmative form. Only in affirmative form. Okay. Now let's take a look to the affirmative form. Now, example, structure, right? What do we need for building a sentence? In simple present, we need a subject that can be, once again, I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Then I need to use a verb in simple present, right? This verb can have s or es if it's third person. Only in affirmative. Only in affirmative. One more time. Example. I play soccer every week. I play soccer every week. But if I am talking about David, that is he, I would say David plays soccer every week. David plays soccer every week. We go to Acapulco in November. We go to Acapulco in November. But Mary goes. Mary goes to Acapulco in November. Is it clear? Okay. Now, in simple present, to express how often or when we practice these routine activities, we use some time expressions, right? Let's take a look at them on the screen. Okay, we are going to take a look to the time expressions for the simple present. I have in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. So I can say, I work in the morning. I work in the morning. Or she works in the afternoon. She works in the afternoon. You can also mention months, right? In January. So I work in January. I work in January. Or she works in February. She works in February. I can also mention seasons. I work in spring, or she works in summer, right? Also, if we refer about the days, we must use on. So, I work on Friday. I work on Friday. Or I work on Sundays. Oh my God, that's very bad. I work on Sundays. She works on Sundays. When I refer to the time, I must use at. So I worked at 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning. When I am referring to the night, so I say I work at night. She works at night. No, in the night, at night. I work at night, she works at night. Now, for expressing every, no, also you can say, I work every day, I work every day, or she works every day, she works every day. So every day, or every week, or every month, or every year. So you have different possibilities to express your routine. If it happens only once, you can say once. No. So I work once a week. I am very relaxed. My job is very relaxed, so I work once a week, or once a month, or once a year. So you can say she works once a year, or she works once a month, but you have to keep the S in the verb. She works. Remember? If it happens more than once, you can say twice. So I work twice a week. So 2 times. I work twice a week. I work twice a month. I work twice a week. Or she works twice a year. Or she works twice a month. If that happens more than twice, you can use 3, 4, or 5 times a, right? I work 5 times a year. She works 3 times a month. She works 3 times a month. Then you are able to express routines using a variety of time expressions. Remember, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in January, in February, in spring, in summer, on Friday, on Monday, on Sundays, at 5 o'clock p.m. at night. Every day, every week, every month, every year, once a day, once a week, once a month, twice a day, twice a week, twice a month, twice a year, 3, 4, 5 times a day, 6 times a week, 7 times a month, 4 times a year. Okay, now let's take a look to the simple, present, negative, and question. So, I need to use 2 auxiliaries, right? 2 auxiliaries that are going to help me for expressing. If I have I, you, we, or they, I need to use don't. So, I don't, you don't, we don't, they don't. Right? All the time. I, you, we, they, don't. And if I have third person for negative, I need to use doesn't. So, he doesn't, she doesn't, or it doesn't. Now, let's take a look to examples. What I need to use. So I need to use my pronoun, I, you, we, they, he, she, it. I need to use my auxiliaries, don't or doesn't. And I need to use my verb in simple form. So my verb in simple form won't need any s, no s or es, nothing. Simple form of the verb. Examples: I don't work on Sundays. I don't work on Sundays. Third person: she doesn't work on Sundays. She doesn't work on Sundays. What about the question? What I need to do in the question? Right? I need to move my auxiliaries at the very beginning of the sentence. My auxiliaries are going to be moved at the very beginning of the sentence. So, do you play soccer at night? Do you play soccer at night? Does she play soccer at night? Is it complicated? One more time. I need to use do or does. I need to use my pronoun, and I need to use my verb in simple form. My verb in simple form, no s or es. My verb goes normal, right? Do you play soccer at night? Does she play soccer at night? And the only detail is that you move the adverb, do or does, or the auxiliary at the beginning. That's all, right? Try to practice exercises, try to practice questions and negative, and don't forget to study.